Hello friends, this is Sumita Gupta, Assistant Professor, KC College of Engineering and Management Studies and Research, Thane. Today I am again here with new series, new subject Digital VLSI Design. Basically, I am here with the syllabus of Mumbai University Semester 6 Branch Electronics and Telecommunication. I hope it will be helpful to everyone. So subject name is Digital VLSI Design. Today I'll give the brief overview about the syllabus, prerequisite subjects, objective outcomes and the books. So basically this syllabus is divided into 6 modules, module 1 to 6, and this bracket it mentioned the hours. So first module is MOS circuit design styles. So whatever you have learned in the previous semester like EDC, analog electronics, microelectronics, you have learned already what is MOSFET. In MOSFET, you have learned depletion type MOSFET and enhancement type MOSFET. Um, Depletion type MOSFET is not required in the full VLSI. Will use only enhancement type MOSFET. Okay. Uh, Now in the VLSI, the main topic is CMOS. What is CMOS? If you remember, one PMOS, one NMOS connected in series. This is PMOS and this is NMOS connected in this. The lower side there is ground and the upper side this is VDD. Then it is called CMOS inverter, or you can say MOS inverter. Why it is called inverter means whatever input we will apply here will get the inverted output at the output terminal. If A is the input, then output will be A bar. In terms of analog, if input is 0 volt, output will be 5 to 10 volt, depends on power supply because output cannot exceed the power supply. If output is high, then input will be low. In terms of Boolean expression, Boolean truth table, it will be like from 0, we'll get 1, or for 1, we get the 0. This is the main logic in the whole syllabus. Okay, so this is CMOS inverter. Why it is CMOS means complementary metal oxide semiconductor, one NMOS, one PMOS, and both NMOS, PMOS are complementary in nature. That's why it's called complementary. Now to design this circuit, there are different techniques. Different techniques means different design styles. One is static, one is dynamic, one is pseudo, one is domino logic, one is CCMOS, clocked CMOS, NP domino. So these are different techniques. In static, this is basically static type, what I have drawn. In dynamic, one clock is there. In pseudo, there is change in the load, in domino. So they are different. We'll learn step by step. But these are design styles to draw these circuits. Okay, this is simple CMOS inverter. Means simply this is the logic for Y equals to A bar. Okay, so we can use any logic. Means this is just for Y equals to A bar. This is simply I have drawn for Y equals to A bar. So CMOS inverter. Then there can be different expression. Draw Y equals to A plus B whole bar, Y equals to AB plus C. It means any Boolean expression will be there. Then you have to draw either by static, either by dynamic, either by pseudo, either by domino. So these are different design styles. Okay, once you will be familiar with the design style, once you will be strong in this realization, then we will learn the combinational circuit. Combination circuits, mux, demux, decoder, encoder. Okay, so these will be combinational circuit. Once combinational circuit done, then we will do the same thing with for the sequential circuit. So in short, whatever your gates like NAND gate, NOR gate, XOR gate, XNOR gate, mux, demux, encoder, decoder, flip-flop, memory, all these topics which you have learned in the digital logic design or digital electronics means in the second day, the names are different for different branches: digital electronics, digital logic design, DLDA, digital system design. So these already you have learned. So concept should be clear. Basics concept means what is NAND gate, what is the truth table of NAND gate, what is NOR gate, what is the truth table of NOR gate, what is the behavior of mux. That you should be aware of it. If those concepts are clear, then there is only one step extra here. Is you have to draw those circuits with the CMOS. Okay, so that is all about the module 1. Module 2 is for memory. And if you remember, there are two types: ROM and RAM. Random read-only memory and random access memory. Permanent memory. Okay. Read-only memory is a permanent memory. There is a NAND ROM array, NOR ROM array. In SRAM, there is two types: static RAM. Sorry, in RAM there are two types: static RAM and dynamic RAM. And once ROM RAM completed, then there will be flash memory. So what you have to learn in the here, what is the operation? An operation can be read only, write only, read and write. So and this 1T 3T represent the uh, uh, structure of DRAM using one transistor. 1T means one transistor, 3T means three transistors. So this is the count of transistors. So what you have to learn this module, you have to learn the memories. Memories concepts are basics from DLD only. Okay, ROM array, CR, SRAM, DRAM. Already you have learned previously. Now you have to draw these circuits using CMOS, and you have to verify your truth table, verify the operation, and um, you have to learn these circuits. Okay, then flash memory, NAND memory, NOR flash memory. Module 3, data path design. Okay, once memory is done, then how full adder design, how ripple carry adder, what is the disadvantage in ripple carry adder, and what is the use of carry look ahead adder, carry skip adder, carry save adder, carry select adder, multiplier, shifter, because these are all a very important part for the designing. Okay, so once model 1, 2, 3 modules done, in module 4 there is a new concept of clocking, protection, interconnect. Here you will learn what different types of clocking styles we use, what type of clockings are necessary, like pipeline system, clock generation, stabilization, distribution. ESD means electrostatic discharge. What do you mean by ESD? What is the disadvantage of ESD? Why ESD protection required, and how many types of ESD protection circuits are there? This we will learn in this module. Then interconnect delay model means because day by day the IC size is reducing and transistor count are increasing, so interconnect delay created, delay between the due to connections. So interconnect delay created, and that due to that delay scaling is required. What is interconnect scaling, and what do you mean by crosstalk, and why it need to be reduced? Okay, so this is basically a theoretical part in the all 1 to 6 module. This module 4 is a little bit theoretical part but conceptual. Module 5 is related to design methods. Here you will learn about different full semi-custom, full custom. ASIC means application specific integrated circuit. So you will learn this designs. Then PLA, PLD, PAL, FPGA. You have already learned. Maybe you have any idea about this programmable logic array, programmable array logic, FPGA. And then system based and data path design using HDL means this is the programming part. HDL means hardware description language, and it can be Verilog or it can be VHDL. So in exams, it will be written as write code using HDL. So now it's your choice. You can use either Verilog or VHDL. I'll try to cover both, but mainly I'll cover the mainly I'll cover the uh, VHDL. Okay, so Verilog and VHDL. These two languages we will learn in this module. Okay, this is Verilog. So this is module 5. Module 6, there is high level state machine RTL. So we'll learn what is RTL, what is RTL design process. And there we will learn the 4 case study. One is Tora dispenser, laser based distance measures, sum of absolute and FR filter design. These 4 case studies we'll learn in this module. Okay. Now prerequisite subject is digital system design. It's mandatory. You should learn this. Means you should have uh, good idea for this subject. Microelectronics, if you are not good idea, it's okay. You should have basic knowledge of MOSFET, but for designing DSD, it's must. You should have better knowledge of DSD. Okay. No, not to worry. I'll explain in detail. If you don't have the command on both subjects, don't worry. Okay. Then course objective is those have designed the syllabus. So what is the objective of this course? First of all, to highlight the circuit design issue in the context of digital VLSI technology. Means when we design any circuits, there are some issues, scaling issues, interconnect issues. What type of issues are there? Next, a profound understanding of digital VLSI design circuit using different design styles. Different design style, what we will learn in the module 1. The focus is on different design styles. And then to provide an exposure to RTL design and programming. So these are the objectives of the syllabus. Now, next is outcome. Is once you will completely study the subjects, and what's the outcome should be expected from you all. First, then one so first model will be done. Then it is expected you can realize any circuit with any style, because model one is totally related to the design style. So once model one done, then you will have command on this. Next is to understand the operation of memory, storage, and data path element. That is related to model 2 and 3. Model 2 was full memory, SRAM, DRAM, and model 3 is full adder, carry look ahead adder, carry save adders. So the model 2 and 3 part of this outcome. Next, this is simulate and synthesize the digital circuits in HDL language. It can be Verilog or VHDL. This is related to model 4. Once model 4 is done, then you will be able to simulate any program. And this is a demonstrated understanding of system level design issues such as protection, clocking, and routing. That is model 5. Means once model 5 is done, then you will be able to explain us. You will be able to explain and demonstrate us what is the clocking, what is routing, what is protection. And this is related to module 6, learn the RTL design techniques and methodology. Means once you are familiar with RTL, then you can use that. You can learn the proper different techniques, and you can do experiments on it. Then the reference books, Sung Mo Kang is the main book, and Yusuf Lablisi, CMOS disintegrated circuits, Tata McGraw-Hill 3rd edition. First 4 module you will find in this book. Okay. P. Umaira is basically for digital part, or for module 4-5 you will have this book. Frank Wahid is basically digital design with RTL design, VHDL, and Verilog. Okay. Next, Neil H. West, David Harris, and Ian Banerjee. It is also a good book for VLSI. And Samir Palitkar, this is basically for Verilog. This whole book is for Verilog. If you want to be expert in the Verilog, then you should refer this book. And Douglas Alperi, this whole book is basically for VHDL from basic to advanced. So if you want to be master in VHDL, then so for VHDL, refer Douglas Perry. For HDL, refer this book, or mainly refer this book, Sung Mo Kang. Okay. So thank you so much. We'll meet in the next lecture. God bless you. Take care.